10 steps instead. Snooze, I won't, I can't lose, really rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just flow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My truly cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skill.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Throwing on 2nd down. Manning. And he's got Shockey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Look at Eli against NFC East opponents in his career. He actually has a losing record career-wise against both the Cowboys and the Eagles, but against these Redskins, pretty good, 19-10. The two teams split the season series a year ago, both winning on the opposite squad's home turf. Here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver.
Post on the backside.
That 2nd down.
On the double. 50 seconds to Mike. I'm scared.
To throw again. Manning. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 30. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Throwing now is Manning. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
They're giving me shit right now. I'm amazed.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Manning to Barkley on the draw play. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. How about that there? No frills, no additives.
This is battles of wheels. I'm gonna man it through.
Just
What you
find a
talking
way
about?
to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Giants got that ground and pound history.
Down. Hang too soft. Stop your body. Switch.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
I'm not letting them.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. To throw is RG3. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Griffin. Dancing to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Oh, Matt. Okay, better make him drop it. That shit was ugly as hell.
For a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Play half the time.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on 4th down with Griffin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A toss out to Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Manning now to throw.
Fuck.
Into heavy traffic, and a It's intercepted.
I realized that nigga was dropping back.
Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Griffin. And this one complete to Reed. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They go play action. Griffin. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't know how the fuck they do it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, someone's 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second and 10. Once again, Griffin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Timeout, ready? 5.
So after the INT, it's Manning. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
High 7. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
Still went out of bounds.
But he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
God.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Griffin looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
Almost accidentally had it.
Now Griffin on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 48 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Once again, Griffin. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a great return as they finally able to take him down. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Boy, catch anything. You just want to stay in
They'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Manning. They'll let it go deep for Beckham.
Well, that was weak as shit.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I was offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack on 1st down, Griffin, he's going to sling. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Griffin now off the bootleg, rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big.
And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
First and 10 at the
Ready,
17-yard line.
60 or. 5.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, snapped at the 11.
61, match, box, flight.
That's a gain of 3.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
3rd and 3.
Get it.
Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Griffin now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
53 is the mark. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On first down, Griffin. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
25 yards there on the catch and run. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Manning. It's complete to Cruz. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Manning. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
It's caught by OBJ. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Manning weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play, a pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And the Falcons have moved out in front. Now Manning to try again after the pick 6. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Manning now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, Barkley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
First down. First and 10 at the
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Manning going to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Life's 57, 57's mine.
On first down, Manning. It's caught, Beckham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
70, Indy.
Throwing on first down is Manning. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And this is incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll run with Barkley, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Let's get it.
And they're going to try for the 4th down conversion. Manning and the offense staying put. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to...
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Manning. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Manning to throw. Nowhere escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The Giants do snap it. It's Manning. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Throwing now, Griffin on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. A good pickup there, a 22. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Manning. He's got his man Cruz.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Buying time to his left. Eli, not something you see a lot, sporting the wheels and picking up the first.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom, he took advantage of it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
91. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Manning looking to throw it. Cruz has it over the middle. Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
100-yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boys, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly with